Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you had a wonderful Sunday. I hope that you are preparing yourself to have a wonderful week ahead of you and a wonderful Martin Luther King Day. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about the Ace Beauty palette. It's called the Quintessential Palette Shadow. It's exactly what it's called, Quintessential Palette Shadow. This palette is a cruelty-free product, is what it says in the back, made in PRC. The net weight is 24 grams, which is 8.84 ounces. It says, warning, for external use only, discontinue use if signs of irritation or rash occur. So, unfortunately, I've never had an eyeshadow give me a rash. But I guess you never know. Look at the beautiful intricacy of their palette, like of their design. Like, you know, this is really pretty. It is flat to the palette. And then the inside looks like this. Super, very nice. Very beautiful. Nice design. And then this is the shadow colors. This is the color story that they decided to go with. In this, you are finding pinks, blues, purples, nudes. There are 8 shimmers, 7 mattes. So pretty well-rounded palette as far as, like, I feel like you could create an entire look using this because there are transition colors which come in different tones, so they're not just super light. They have a darker one for darker skin tones, a light one for lighter skin tones, and then they've got a black to smoke anything out. They've got, you know, a nice crease color, you know, a couple of different colors that you could use as crease colors, and they've got a really nice group of shimmers, which is a gold. You know, this, I don't even know what you would call that color. Let's swatch it and find out. I have not touched this. They're very pretty. We all know swatches mean absolutely nothing. So first we're going to swatch all the some of the shimmers. Okay. So this is the gold, which is this color right here. That is what that looks like. And yes, I don't know what it is. Looks like nail polish. Then there is this color, which is this one right here, called Manuka. The gold one is amber. So this one is Manuka. We've got berry. We have Starry Nights, and then jasmine. That is these colors. Very beautiful. They are very pigmented. I still have pigment on my fingers. And these are one pass swatches. They're not patchy, but sort of all of the formulas, that shimmers are the easiest formula to create. So we're going to swatch the rest of the colors, or the rest of the shimmers. Here are all of the colors. This one here is Juniper, which is the blue in the palette right there. And then the one next to it is Bergamot, which is this one here. That one is this color. And then the other one that I swatched was this one, which is Mandarin. And that is this color here. So this is all of the shimmers swatched and what they look like, which is very stunning, especially for one swatch. Go on and swatch the matte colors. So here are the mattes swatched. We've got Neroli is the black. This one is Tangerine. This one is Rosewood. This burgundy-ish looking color is Rosewood. This one here is Nutmeg, which you can't really see too well because it's the same color as my skin tone. The brown is Cinnamon. Then we've got Patchouli, which is this light, really light color right here. And then this one is Clove. So these were a little bit more patchy, a little bit harder to get on, a little bit harder to swatch. The only one that felt super dry was this one, which is Rosewood. The texture of it was super dry. The rest of them felt pretty creamy. I do like the palette. I think it is beautiful. I think it, like I said, it comes with a wide array of colors, so you can create a large variety of looks. I've never heard of this brand. The Ace Beauty was something that popped up and kind of was brought to my attention because a palette of theirs came in my latest BoxyCharm. And I had difference between this palette, the Scarlet Dusk, compared to this palette, the Quintessential, is the shimmers are by far not as nice. They are super chalky. They do not go on nice and smooth like they did in the Quintessential palette. Maybe they skimped a little, knowing it was going to be in a BoxyCharm and it's a smaller palette. But I would also find that very weird if they did do that, because this palette is for sale on their website. So I would hope that you're getting the same quality in your BoxyCharm that you would be getting if you purchased it from them directly. It's this one, it's called Aruba. That's what it looks like, which it looks like it would be really pretty, finger stained already from one of the colors. It looks like it would be really pretty. It is so chunky. Like, my camera is probably not picking it up as well as it could. It doesn't go on smooth. It literally skips. And so you're not getting a full, I don't know. We're going to see what this would look like with a brush. And it's going to be the same color. So I'm getting a lot of fallout, first of all, with this color. So I'm not gonna lie, with a brush, it did go on a lot better. I use this brush, which is the Makeup by Mario brush. It's got a little bit of eyeshadow on it, so let me get this off. I ordered a color switch because this is so hard. I just go through brushes like crazy. Okay, so we're going back. This is Aruba. Hand is completely dry. And it is doing what it did when I finger swatched it. It looks very, very pretty. In person, it is going on super patchy. Meaning, like, if I was to put, so this color, for instance, that I used in my BH Cosmetics palette, this one, I put it on and it was like butter. It just smoothed across my lid like so easily. It didn't stick extra in certain spots. It didn't make me have to go in with my finger and kind of rub it out. This, I can tell that you would have to do that because of the fact that it isn't sticking, or it's sticking in certain places more than it is to others. Okay, so let's, other side of the brush, we're gonna try a different color, which is Maui. And this one's doing the same thing. It, see, this is the where it's the most intense is where I first stuck my brush. Everywhere else is where it kind of went out. And it is almost, it left literally like this thickness. There you go. If you can see it right there, I could almost scrape that off. And my finger picked it up. There you go. It's almost a wet formula, so I don't know if maybe that's why, but when you touch it in there, it doesn't feel like that. So I'm so confused by this little palette. I haven't watched any of the other videos of people unboxing their BoxyCharms, so I don't know if anyone else had any problems with theirs. I found it very odd. This one right here is doing the same thing. Just from touching it, I can feel that it is sticky. My finger isn't rubbing across it nicely. It's actually sticking. So let's swatch the colors I would use. Okay, so the mattes feel really... So this is the opposite of that one. The mattes are performing way better. Basically, we're finding some huge inconsistencies with this brand because these are the ones I said that are colors that I would most likely use. This one is, sorry, Lotus, Sangria, Nocturnal, and Shade. So these ones applied very, very nicely. You can see there is a little bit of patchiness, but nothing that a brush wouldn't probably fix. So I think of the brand in a whole, I think that they are very beautiful colors. I think that they are very inconsistent. Maybe they need to kind of tweak their formulations, because I don't know how shimmers can be great in one palette and really bad in another. Mattes be not so good in one and be great in another. That doesn't really make sense to me. But I do like the larger palette. If you are going to give this brand a try, I would definitely go with the Quintessential, but I would go with the bigger if you're going to go with this brand at all. I don't think that they are not worth it. I think that I will do a look with it, and when I have done a look, I will do it here with you guys so that you guys can see how the palette performs on the eyes. As of right now, you saw what they do with fingers, so it is up to you if you want to decide and purchase something from that brand. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, week, and month, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.